This is a ready-to-use therapeutic food, also known as a RUF here, of this miracle product can save a child from dying of severe acute malnutrition in only 6 to 10 weeks. 8,000 children die from hunger every day. Until last Friday, over 123,000 RUF boxes were purchased for Sudan, but were sitting in Rhode Island in a warehouse because of State Department delays. Children from
There was
dying.
no State Department delays to that being deployed. There may have been other delays, but it wasn't State Department.
There were State Department delays.
All right, folks, let's get real about USAID and all this overseas help business. We all want to help people in need around the world, no question. But here's the problem. Billions of dollars are being poured out every year, and a big chunk of that money, it's vanishing into a chaotic mess of bureaucracy, middlemen, and bad management. You got layers upon layers of contractors and subcontractors, and every one of those layers takes a cut. So instead of the cash going to feed hungry kids or rebuild communities, it gets sliced up by folks running the machine. And who's keeping tabs? Not enough. The audits are weak, the follow-up is slow, and transparency? Don't make me laugh. Meanwhile, back here at home, our veterans are sleeping on the streets, our homeless crisis grows, and families are struggling to get basic assistance. Yet we keep sending out massive checks overseas with little proof that the help is actually getting to where it's supposed to go. That's a failure, and it's on us, the taxpayers, to demand better. So what needs to change? First, cut the fat, slash the layers of contractors, and bring more aid delivery direct to the ground level. Fewer middlemen, more impact. Simple. Second, serious audits, not just paperwork checks. We need real-time tracking of funds, transparency that everyone can see, not hidden reports buried in government databases. Third, hold people accountable. When money disappears or programs fail, there must be consequences. No more oops or passing the buck. Fourth, prioritize Americans first. We can help the world without ignoring our own vets and needy families. Balance the budget so no one gets left behind here or abroad. And finally, rethink how we do aid. Stop the endless cycle of throwing cash at the problem and expecting miracles. Invest in smart, sustainable programs that empower local communities with real oversight. Look, helping others isn't wrong, but wasting money, ignoring domestic problems while doing it, that's just right. If we want to keep sending aid overseas, let's do it right. Efficient, accountable, transparent. No more chaos, no more money lost in the cracks. That's the demand. That's the fight. End of rant.